Oh. Your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO, streaming live online at kgloam.com. As we're going to talk a little bit about the Greater Mason City Chamber of Commerce today, and Colleen Frein joins us to talk about things. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Not too bad.
It's a little rainy out, but we'll try to lift some spirits here.
Exactly. There is an initiative going on right now called Pride in Place, and it's part of that. It deals with a community survey. And let's just talk about how did Pride in Place come about?
Well, I should start with saying, so Bob actually is on our board of directors. Yes. So Bob helped shape some of this and our strategic plan. But last fall, our board of directors met for a strategic planning retreat and spent an entire day talking about the goals for our organization, the goals for our community. And something that kept coming up again and again was kind of this leaning back toward, we need to have pride in where we live. And we have all these great things that we've accomplished in our community, and people don't know about them, or people haven't experienced them or take them for granted. And a lot of us take for granted the things that have been here for a long time. And our past board chairperson, Danielle Pace, I think, was the one who said, the chamber really sets the tone for the community. So we should be more intentional about setting that tone. And that's where one of our 4 strategic pillars came from, is this intention of the chamber really trying to set the tone for what our community pride looks like. What do we love? What do we feel like? What is our, and then we came to, what is our culture statement? What does it mean to be from Mason City? And so that's what we are trying to do, but we're not doing this from a top-down level. We're trying to create this culture statement and this feeling of pride in our community from a groundswell of what does everyone in our community, what are they proud of, and what do they want to tout, or maybe what are some things that they'd like to see worked on? Because let's be honest, we love where we live, but there's always things that can be improved, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've created a survey that is out and live right now. You can find it on our Facebook page. You can find it on our website. It's a Pride in Place survey. It can take as little or as much time as you want to take filling it out. It's about 75% just kind of pick your favorite questions, and then about 25% short answer. So tell us a little bit more about that story. And our goal really is to have a better understanding of what all of Mason City enjoys about their community, what we should be touting, what we should be working on, and what that story is that we're telling.
There's been a lot of good things that have taken place in this community in the last decade, I think, that have improved it. And sometimes people don't agree with some of those things, and I get that. I understand. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have a voice in the community at all. I mean, but you get some of that negative perception, and sometimes it works against us.
Absolutely. I get the sense sometimes that people who have that negative perception, I think they truly believe that our city leadership is somehow trying to work against them or trying to do things without the best intentions of Mason City at heart. And I truly believe that is not the case. I truly believe that everyone that is in a leadership role in our community is trying to make this city the best place it can be, but not just leadership. I hope and I truly believe that everyone in Mason City wants to make this community the best it can be. We may have differing opinions on how we get there, but we want to live in a great place.
Well, with the survey, what's going to happen after the survey is taken? What will we do with the results?
What are the next steps? Yeah. That's a great question. So we're not just doing a survey to do a survey and pat ourselves on the back and say, look at what everyone said. That's nice. So once we've taken the survey, we've just discussed this for the first time at our staff meeting on Tuesday. So this is new information. We're going to be holding one of our community conversations, which is an event we hold twice a year where we bring people together and really try to get people talking. And so at that community conversations event, we're going to release the information about our survey and then take some time to discuss that survey and start to create that culture statement right there with the citizens of the community, working in collaboration to make that community statement. Then that work group is going to get together, kind of hone in that culture statement and what does it mean to be a Mason Cityan. And then from there, we will be at our annual meeting launching our culture statement and then using that to create a marketing plan, our marketing package that will, in our minds, really be marketing Mason City to Mason City, helping us understand what we love about Mason City, what we should be proud of, and what we should be telling our friends, potential residents, that sort of thing, about what it means to live here.
Was the last community conversation about the mall?
It sure was. It sure was.
Talk, just go back and kind of review that quick, and how, that I think that was a productive session.
Absolutely. So community conversations is a really unique format that I brought back actually from one of our national conventions that I get the opportunity to attend. And the intention of the community conversations is to bring together everyone and anyone, not just the people we hear from all the time, but people who are just interested in helping out their community. We spend 1 hour, we take a few minutes to kind of present a problem, and then we take a couple of steps to start a conversation. So that starts with what we call a turn and talk. So you turn to your neighbor and talk about, with a few prompts, some of the questions are related around that subject. In the case of the mall, it was, what were your memories of growing up in a mall? What did you love about it? What does that look like in today's world? After the turn and talk, we then kind of create we report out, what did you hear from your neighbors? And then we have a smaller group of 3 to 4 people that then has additional conversations. So you kind of ease your way into talking to your neighbors. And then from that, we had some action steps where we invited people to come forward and place all of their ideas for the mall. And we sort of tried to group them together into similar categories. And then from that, we presented our findings to the city and to the community to share what came out of this conversation. And those ideas are directly leading to conversations about what should come next for the mall. Of course, the city can't control everything. Our city may currently own the mall, but we can only do so much as private business owners want to. So the city isn't going to install a trampoline park, but that would be a great thing. I can tell you from our research that people want to bring family fun activities into the mall space or some sort of a kids recreation space. That is something that a private business owner should do. And we can give you the research to back up that this would be a great venture for you.
So if someone wants to take the survey, what's the best way to do it?
Yeah. So 2 places to find it. You can find it easily on our social medias, on our Facebook page. We have it listed there. And then on our website, masoncityia.com. You'll find it on there.
While you're at the website, there's also an advocacy link.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes. So another part of our strategic plan, one of our other priorities, is helping to improve communication between city leadership, county leadership, state leadership, and the community, and trying to take down that barrier that people don't get heard, and helping people make sure that they can get heard and heard by the right people, and helping them to navigate that process kind of goes hand in hand with what we've just been talking about, right? And so we have launched an advocacy request line, or advocacy request form. I guess you're not calling me, but you will send me an email, advocacy request form, where business owners or people in the community can go on our website. It's under our advocacy link, same as our the community survey is, under the advocacy link, and share what's happening. If you're having troubles with signage issues, for example, if you're upset about road construction in front of your business, those are just some of the top of mind things that are happening right now. If you're not happy about the weather, I joke about that. We can't do anything about that.
Can't do anything about the weather.
No, we can't do anything about the weather. But there are other pieces, and sometimes it's a matter of knowing who to go to when you're having those issues. So by using that advocacy request form, sharing with us what your problem as a business owner is that you're having when it comes to kind of the red tape that you hear about. And then we can work within our channels to figure out where that red tape lies and how we can facilitate that conversation so that you can get the result that you are searching for, at least the answers that you're searching for.
Give that website again.
masoncityia.com.
That should be easy to remember.
Yeah. Or just Google Greater Mason City Chamber or Mason City Chamber or whatever version of that you'd like. We show up on top.
And while you're here, we should probably talk about being a finalist for a big award.
Yes, we're extremely honored and humbled to share that we have been named one of the ACCE, so that's the Association for Chamber of Commerce Executives, our national organization, a finalist for Chamber of the Year. This is incredibly distinguished designation that one chamber each year in the entire country in each of our categories, there are 4 categories based on size, gets to take home. We were proud to be the recipients of Chamber of the Year in 2022, and we reapplied this year because we feel that our organization has been doing great work and is in a good position to show not just that we're doing great work, but to also share that with other peers in our chamber community, and to give our community a pat on the back for what we've been doing. So we're honored to share that we're a finalist. We're one of 2 finalists for our category in Chamber of the Year. And the next step will be to go to the national convention, and we do an hour-long interview with a panel of judges. And from there, we will find out who the Chamber of the Year is, and hopefully Mason City gets to take it home.
We'll cross our fingers.
We're excited for it. And again, truly, it's, Mason City has been racking up its share of awards recently. The Riverwalk just received another award. Mason City, the Music Man Square just received an award for tourism. And, awards are great, but it's not just about getting that recognition. It's really about kind of affirming that the work we're doing is good work and in the right direction. And also to share with our community that these things aren't just normal things that communities are doing. These are exceptional. And these are the things we should be proud of because we are doing exceptional work in our community.
Anything else you want to add before I let you go?
I would just encourage people, like I said, visit us on our website, masoncityia.com. We have a lot of tools there for businesses, big and small. Another one of our strategic pillars is trying to better support and understand the needs of small businesses in our community. So you'll find resources on there. And if you ever have questions, just give us a call at the chamber. It's 423-5724. We get all kinds of calls, and we pride ourselves in being able to answer just about anything.
All right. I appreciate you coming in this morning to talk about a bunch of things.
Yeah, thanks for giving us time.
Absolutely. Colleen Frein with the Greater Mason City Chamber of Commerce here on your hometown news station, AM 1300.